Hello there and welcome back to some Victoria Free. We are invading Japan, and the reason I'm invading Japan is because Austria is invading Japan and I don't want to miss out on some of the pie. So while Austria is fighting to take this entire province of Tohoku, we are fighting to establish a treaty port in Kansai, the most populous part of Japan. I think that would be a very, very good place to establish a foothold in Asia. I realized I made a big doo-doo with this campaign. I completely forgot to build universities, so immediately after the last video I went through and I rushed out a lot of those to maximize my innovation. I've been missing out on innovation the whole campaign so far. It is so silly of me, I just haven't played in quite a while, and so I made this mistake. The Afro-American Rising was just Florida, and it's very easy to put down, so there was no content to record there. However, Mexico has signed a defensive pact with Russia, so invading them might not happen so soon. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's invade into Japan. We're going to go through Chubu because Austria is already over here, so we want to take our biggest navies to move our biggest armies. Chubu, Kanto, move another 6 divisions there, and then we have a smaller navy. You are 20 guys. We'll move you over to Shihoku, sure. We'll move the... these guys are going to get a landing penalty, but we'll send them anyway. And hopefully Austria will remain in this war for that time, just to make it so much easier for us to land. It might not work. It's going down a fair bit. So hopefully we will be able to get there while Austria is still fighting, and what that will do is that will just allow us to have such an easier time landing with the armies distracted, and then we'll be able to establish a huge beachhead, hopefully while the Japanese armies are still fighting. Oh, actually they are no longer. Okay, so scratch that, we're just going to be landing over here and trying to take it. Oh, poor laws, terrific. I'm just trying to make society better for everybody living here. And so I went with poor laws. I had the idea about getting rid of migration controls. That way the people I do discriminate against can move within my country, and then they can be replaced where they live with Spanish people, and then they could integrate a bit better is my idea there. As for other laws, there's nothing actually fancy passing right now, so I'm just going to leave that at the moment. I have also started colonizing in Africa. We've gone down to Herero land. We'll try and get ourselves a slice of Africa before everybody else turns up. As for building, just still building a load of factories. I did of course do a lot of universities because I messed up there quite a bit. Aha, excellent. We are landing there, and there. Let's see how these go. So you are probably going to lose. You are probably going to win. Okay, awesome. So we will get beachheads. You're also going to win as well. Okay, yeah, these guys, giving them not enough ships. I would have probably been better off sending the 20,000 men there, but none of the matter. These two landings will work, and we will be able to, from there, take over our... Wait, don't stop that. I can't set that to a place of interest. Okay. Well, let's take the extra navy we had, and let's then set them to do another naval invasion of the same area, but with the smaller army, and hopefully that'll go through well. That'd be great. And I have my little port city in Japan. We can, from there, build up maybe even another navy, because it's going to be very populous. There's going to be a lot of people here. So if I could... get rid of migration controls, maybe they could come and be discriminated against in Spain, or maybe they could just be sailors over here. I'm not sure yet. Minus authority. I don't really have too much authority. I can afford to lose some approval with the military though, so I will go ahead and do that. Okay, so now we are fighting, and we're going to be having a little bit of a struggle. Let's send you guys over to fight on this front. We'll take... Oh, they're already assigned to this order. No, you're not. That one there. Excellent. Let's go ahead and send the other militaries over now. So we have you guys standing by in there. Let's send you over to here. It'll take you a while, but you will get there. You're naval invading. That'll be great. You'll come over and help. And then as for the Central Americans, we'll also send you over here. We just need to take enough land so that Japan starts to have issues with us. This is their capital, right? It is their capital state. Great. Excellent, we'll be taking this land here, and then that should make the entire war a one-way front, and we should be able to start pressing into this territory. Excellent, these guys will now be able to take over this region. Also helps that we have distracted most of their forces over here, so it's making it a lot easier for the guys to land. Even if it is, even if they no longer have the penalty, it's still better that there was only the 20,000 men. But maybe the original 60-odd thousand would have worked now that these guys here are distracted. Is what I'm trying to say, and I think I said it correctly. Awesome. Yes, Japan is not going to last terribly well here. They are going to beat us in this fight. Or are they, actually? Huh, interesting. I don't think they are anymore. I think it's gone down nearly to the wire, but I think we have won. Perfect. We didn't take too much territory, but it is still a victory nonetheless. A victory to be celebrated. And now the slaughter begins. We will not struggle to take the rest of Japan. It's just a shame I can now set it as a designated. Okay, great. Terrific. It's a shame to see... Wait, Japanese uprising. Oh, great. Well done to the Japanese. Congratulations on kicking the Austrians out. I mean, they haven't yet, and they probably won't be able to because they're pretty weak, but... It's still good to see. Hopefully I don't have these same issues when I secure my port. But seeing as it is only a port, I doubt it's going to be the biggest issue I'll have to deal with. Perfect. Awesome, we'll just leave that there then. I am running a deficit, and I am getting into some credit now. I'm not sure how I'm going to fix this. Just keep on building. I have changed my tax a little bit. We now tax a consumption tax on wine and luxury goods instead of travel. I think that has made me a lot more revenue, so I'm very happy about it. Come on, fellas, run these Japanese out of Japan. Excellent. Yeah, this war is not going to be an issue for us at all. I was worried for a bit there when Austria got kicked out, but I should have more belief in my navies. I like the idea of going after Korea, but it's not so straightforward. It would be a double war thing to make them a puppet or a dominion, because they are currently underneath China. I could get them to become a... I could switch them from China to me as a tributary. I'm not exactly sure what a tributary is, because I don't have tributaries. I have dominions and I have puppets. Managed subjects tributary, is that any of these? It might be protectorate. It still puts them in the market, I think. Yeah, okay. It's not necessary. I have so many other areas I can expand to, so I'm very, very happy to do so. Perfect. We now have our little slice of Japan. There is 800,000 people here. That's pretty good. However, there's not much work. There is a port. Very good. There's a barracks as well. I'll put the barracks up to 10. I'll get quite a few people hired here. As for tea, tobacco, livestock, not too necessary. A little bit of fishing, not so necessary. These are not necessary. Let's get rid of those. Textile mills as well, not necessary. Let's get everybody here making some tea. And some silk. A little bit of livestock. Excellent. That's what we'll start with, and then maybe later we'll be able to build a naval base here. But for now, that is what I will do. And I'm going to also... There's not much devastation. Okay, I'm going to leave them there. I'm not going to worry about oppressing them, but I'm going to try and give them something to do straight away. We'll get the barracks up, in case I need to have a border force in a war with Japan. I'm also going to do a lot of agriculture in Texas, but that's for the far future. Awesome, we'll get those built first, and then we'll have some people working in Japan. In fact, maybe I should oppress them to make this build a bit faster. I don't have the points though, so I'm not going to cancel anything. I'll just let that go how it is. I'm happy to finally have a colony out in Asia. Of course, we have the Philippines. Let's not forget. And I should actually finish off the Philippines. I should take these guys. 300,000 people living there. I have completely neglected these guys. Oh, Great, mutual funds, publicly traded. I think that gets me more capitalists, which I would want. These guys, they've just been gradually growing. It's been working well. Migration. You're sending guys to Zulia and Valencia. Probably some Spanish fellas that you have. Interesting. I never thought about you guys being a... Wait. Importing slaves? No! Oh. I might have banned slavery, but these guys sure didn't. Yeah, I might try and take over a bit more of the Philippines here, just to buff up this state here, as I'm not in a rush to go to war with Mexico and Russia. If I see that they are separating, I will go for Mexico, but for now it's a bit hard. Or if I see Russia in a big war with somebody else. Until then, I'm just going to start picking off some smaller places like Maguindanao. I'll go for conquering the state, and then I can simply change the state from belonging to me to belonging to the Philippines. Excellent. Well, thank you for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed the invasion now of Japan. When you come back, I'm not sure where I will be. I want to do a big war, but Mexico is not currently an option. And also Britain is still a bit too powerful. They have 350 guys, 200 flotilla. We have 325 guys, 250 flotilla. I could afford to build up my army, but first I want to get out of debt and I want to have a lot more income before I start going after the British. And also I would like an alliance with France to do so, but they don't quite want to be my friend. Anyway, that'll do for this episode. Thank you again for watching. I hope you're enjoying the content. Goodbye.